Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're here today at the Eden Project, which is at Bedalva, which is just outside St Austell. This isn't the typical place that I would normally come to. But I was driving past here the other day and I happened to notice a little sign that says no drone flying without permission. So I think I'm going to take the drone up. I am going to ring them and just let them know that I will be taking the drone up and see what they say. So I'll ring them first and I'll give them a couple of minutes just in case they wanted to send anybody up before I put the drone up. So what I'm going to do is ring them a minute, I'll speak to them, see if anyone wants to come up, and then I'll read off a little bit about the Eden Project and what it does whilst we're waiting for someone to show their face. 01726 811 955. Yeah, so it says no drone flying without permission from the Eden Project management. Let's see what else it says. Northgate YHA guests. So yeah, that is pretty much all it says about the no drone flying. Is that it says please contact someone. So yes, good morning. Can you hear me okay?
Good morning. I can now, yes.
Good. I'm outside of your front gates by the little mini roundabout, and I was gonna put my drone up over and get some up over shots of the Eden Project. I've just come here and it says no drone flying without permission.
Yes, yeah, no, we can't allow drone flights, I'm afraid, without licenses being handed in and risk assessments done.
Well,
it's not something we can sort of just reactively say yes to.
I won't be flying from your land anyway. I shall be outside flying from public.
Okay. If you're not flying on our land,
I will be flying over your land, but I won't be on your land while I fly.
Right, I see. Well, we can't allow any drone flights over our land either, and that's primarily because we have the hang loose site here as well, and they have zip wires going across the biomes, so it's quite a it's quite sort of, you know, a high risk area, so which is why we don't allow drone flights without sort of prior knowledge and all the licenses, etc.
What I won't be flying directly over the zip wire or the biomes.
Okay, all right. So you're just sort of you're just going to be up from your position where you are.
What I'm hoping to be able to do. I'm sorry, there's loads of traffic here a minute.
No, that's fine, don't worry.
What I'm hoping to be able to do is to take off from just outside by the mini roundabout, fly down over the car parks to show the vast size of the amount of car parking that you have.
Okay.
And then I've got to keep visual line of sight of my drone. So what I may have to do is move from this location around to the hang loose entrance, and put the drone up above the hang loose, but I obviously won't be going straight over the zip wires.
Right, okay. You know, ultimately, any drones above our site, we don't is what I'm saying. So, I would advise it. What is it specifically you're looking for? Because it might be that I can help you in a different way. You said you want to see how many car parks we've got. Is there anything we can help you with?
I'm a citizen journalist, and I do videos of public interest. And
Right.
the Eden project is one of those things that unless you actually pay to go in there and see it, normal members of the public just won't ever get the opportunity to see what the Eden project looks like. So what I do normally I would stay outside the grounds and have a zoom camera, and so that I could sort of see what was there from the public. But obviously because the Eden project is so far down, the only way that I've really got to be able to view it is using the drone.
Right, I see what you mean. Because you can come in onto site if you want to sort of look through the car parks, etc. You can come into site. You don't need the drone because you don't actually have to pay anything until you get down to the visitor centre and go through the portal doors. So there's that way, but what I would say is that we just simply don't allow drones operating over our site at all without those licences.
Well,
So as soon as a drone goes up, our security team will be looking for the operator of that drone because we don't allow them over our site without prior permission.
Well, unfortunately,
so that's all I can advise, really.
Unfortunately, because I shall be launching from public, your policy doesn't actually apply because I'm not on your land. So, I mean, the drone unfortunately will be going up. But this was more of a courtesy call to let you know that if you do see a drone up, it's me.
Yeah.
I'm out by the mini roundabout at the front entrance. There's no hostile reconnaissance or anything involved.
No, I appreciate that.
So yeah, rather than you panicking and sending your entire security team out to the perimeter to find out who it is, I thought that I would let you know where I am. So that if you did want to send somebody up to have a chat and just make sure that I'm legitimate and above board, then I'm quite happy to have a chat with someone.
Okay, all right, no problem. Well, what I can do is I'll let our security team and health and safety manager know that you're in the area, that you're not on site, but please just be aware regarding how far the drone comes over our site, because that's when it becomes an issue, particularly when it's over the pit, if you see what I mean. For the reasons I've already given you. So, that's all I can advise from that perspective.
That's fine. I've got an app that I use on my phone that all drone pilots use called Drone Assist. And what it does, it's designed to show you where you can and cannot fly legally. It bigs up big red circles where you're not allowed to fly. And because of the software in my drone will not let me take off if it's controlled airspace. Now I've checked on Drone Assist, and it does say that I'm quite clear to fly over here. There is some orange circles. Now the orange circles are for possible privacy, security, or health and safety concerns. Now, the biomes are marked in orange circles, but it's a hazard awareness rather than you're not allowed to fly there. But I'm not going to be flying straight over the zip wire. I've got no intention of flying over the biomes and just hovering there. So obviously as the pilot, I have a responsibility to make sure that I fly as safely as possible.
Absolutely.
So because I make the videos, it's obviously going to have video evidence. So you know, I obviously have to stay within the law, or I'm with my video evidence, I would be incriminating myself. So everything that I do
Yeah.
is within the law.
Okay. What? May I? What's your name? Sorry, we haven't. My name's Ash.
You can call me CA.
CA.
Yes, CA.
Okay. Okay. Well, look, I can. I know that I appreciate the protocol. Obviously, I've specified what we allow within our policy regarding drone flights, which we don't allow drone flights over our site. I will inform our security team and our health and safety manager just to let them know that you are operating outside of our site. But yeah, and then if there's any issues at all, I've got your phone number here, and we can speak again.
Yeah, that's okay, no worries. Is anyone going to come up and have a chat, or shall I just get on with it?
I think what I'll ask to do is ask our security ranger to just come up, just have a word, so that they obviously know you as the pilot and they can see that you're there. I'll let them know now that you're up at the roundabout at the North Gate entrance. Is that correct?
I think it's the North Gate.
Sort of main entrance gate with the roundabout.
It is the North Gate, yes.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. So I'll ask Ranger to just pop up.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, if
so that they're aware of you're there.
okay, well I'll give it 5 minutes, and if I've not seen anyone, then I shall just go ahead and put it up and take it from there.
Okay. All right. And then if there's issues, we can liaise, can't we?
Brilliant. Great.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Right, so yeah, as you heard, everybody, they do not allow drone flights over their land, regardless of whether you're out in public or not. The security manager is on the way to have a word. So anyway, I will get into the Eden project a minute. For those of you who don't know anything about the Eden project, the Eden project is like a horticultural centre, I suppose. There's big, I'll show you on the body cam. There's a couple of the biome pictures. Hopefully you should be able to see them a little bit closer up with the drone, but I do have to stay up above a certain height. There is a what they call a hang loose, which is a zip line that goes right across the whole site. And I think it starts at about 100 metres up, and goes, obviously then will go down through the old clay china pit, which is where the Eden project was built. They have two biomes. One of them is the rainforest biome. It gets extremely hot in the rainforest biome, because it is supposed to represent the rainforest. So it does get very hot in there. And the other one that they have is the Mediterranean biome, where they have like olives and oranges and lemons and just that kind of thing. So I think this is a site that's really going to be worth having a look at. Let's see if I can read a little bit off the website and try and find something that I can fill in this 5 minutes time with. Things to do. Eden is a feast for the senses that can be experienced in so many different ways. Whether you're looking for a calming immersion in nature or a fun-packed day of excitement, we've got something for you. Rainforest biome. Explore our enormous indoor rainforest. Trek through the humid tropics via Southeast Asia, West Africa and South America. The outdoor gardens. Our vast outdoor gardens are home to over 20 plant-based exhibits, colourful seasonal borders, art installations and play areas. The core building. The intriguing architecture of this beautiful building is based on the structure of a sunflower, rather. And let's see if I can find. It doesn't actually say anything about the Mediterranean biomes for a minute. We will continue having a look. They've got lots and lots of things that they grow in there: baobab, citron, cotton, aloe, grapevines, olives. They do bananas in there, coffee, and sugar. They also have a few sugar canes there. They have a little rice paddy. So yeah, it's really interesting place to come to visit, especially if you've got little uns that are interested in nature. They've got in the two separate biomes, they have all sorts of different birds, and there's ants and caterpillars and beetles, and there's all sorts of native wildlife that's around. I'm not entirely sure which way security are going to come from, whether they'll come from here or... See, they do have my mobile telephone number. They do have my mobile number. I'm not sure whether 141, you used to be able to put 141 before a telephone number and it would hide your identity, but I'm not sure whether it does that anymore or not. It's been so long since I've tried it, I'd actually forgotten that it existed like that. My telephone number won't tell them too much anyway. I think I will probably either fast forward or pause this. I haven't got 5 minutes worth of information to talk about the Eden project, and the chances are you lot would be bored rigid if I did talk to you a lot about 5 minutes about the Eden project. So I may well just, there's our security chap by the looks of it. Hello, sir. Oh, cool. All right, mate, yeah. Nice Volvo electric vehicle there. 73 plate Volvo, all electric. That's very nice. Well, we didn't have to wait too long, guys, did we? No SIA licence on display from what I can see, but then again they might not need them if it's internal. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Sir, I'm Ben.
I'm CA. You can call me CA. Yeah.
CA, nice to see you.
All rather cryptic, that one is.
Yeah. So you're wanting to fly a drone.
Yes.
Purpose to film just basically take a picture of the car parks.
Well, it's not only the car parks. From here,
yeah.
I have to keep visual line of sight on my drone.
Yeah.
And the car parks are so long, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to get over the pit from here. No. So what I wanted to do from here was to just get the car park, because you've got a huge amount of car parking. Yeah. And it's one of those things that I do a lot of these. It's normally industrial estates that I do. People find factories interesting and that kind of thing. But it happened to be that sign that caught my eye.
Yes.
And if I'm stood here,
Yes.
you can enforce that. If I'm stood here, you can't, because I'm taking off from public.
I know.
So
I'll tell you what it is for us.
this is part of the reason why people like myself come out to promote public photography. That's part of another part of the reason that I'm here.
So basically, if you're going to just fly it in line of sight,
Yeah.
which isn't very far,
No, it's not.
then I'm not going to stop you doing that.
Right.
We do this purely for a number of reasons. I mean, we do that because obviously we get a lot of public onto site.
Yeah.
Some of them bring their drones, so they go into the car park and go, oh, I think I'll have a quick photo shoot, that sort of stuff. And what we're trying to do, because obviously we've got lots of children in there, we've got school groups, we've got the Skywire, the Zipwire thing in there as well. So we've got a number of houses, and I know you're aware of that because you've already told
I am, yeah.
Ashley as well. You know what we have. Honestly, we've had people just rock up and they're in the middle of the pit area going, "Oh, let's put my drone up and fly it up."
Sounds about right. To be fair,
we've got very expensive biome structures and all the rest of it. So you know, the likelihood they're not going to cause too much damage, but we just want to make sure we're saying to people is, look, please try not to do that. So I can't really stop you doing that. And I'm not going to get into some argument or anything else because I really don't want. None of us want that. It's just ridiculous and no point for that whatsoever. But I would just sort of please, just keep it very sensible. Don't go over. I would rather you didn't go over the pit area. There's no reason, as far as I see that.
To be honest, I wasn't planning on flying straight out over the pit.
Yeah.
All the trees all the way around the edge of I may well go over the trees around the perimeter. But I've got no intention of flying straight out over the pit.
Yeah. Well, thank you for letting us know.
I'm obviously going to be, but when I move from here, I wanted to go down by the hang loose because that's obviously the closest area to the biomes.
Yes.
What I would like to do was go straight up in the air and go that away and that away around the perimeter without encroaching over the pit. My drone will only fly at a maximum of 120 metres.
Well, you can do that, obviously.
So I was slightly concerned that if I went over the pit, if it's more than 120 metres, my drone will drop, which means I'd have to come back in and say, excuse me, could I get my drone back, please? Yeah. So I'd rather not do that either way. Yeah. So my intention is to stay above the pit, around the perimeter.
Around the perimeter, not above the pit. In the air, around the perimeter.
Obviously, if I'm above the pit, I'm going to be 80 or 90 metres up. You're not going to see kiddies' faces or identification tags or anything like that. So that's why I said on the phone to Ashley earlier, I'm not here for hostile reconnaissance or anything like that. It's a genuine interest that members of the public, unless they physically come here and drive down and pay the 30 quid a ticket or whatever it is, they don't get to see what the Eden project looks like, and it's a real shame because it's a feat of engineering.
You've got a hell of a good website. There's a lot of information.
You have, and I will put your website in the video.
What are you on Instagram?
YouTube? I'm on YouTube. I'm a citizen journalist on YouTube. I do public interest videos.
Okay. What's your name? Out of it. What's your link onto that?
I'm not allowed to tell you.
Really?
I'm not allowed. Because I've done several of these before and you say, oh, you know, I'm interested, I want to watch the video, what's your channel called? And I tell them, and within 3 or 4 minutes of my video being uploaded, it's been taken down again because of a privacy concern or... So I am local. CA, the first C is for Cornwall.
Okay.
You may be able to figure out the other A afterwards. So it's really not difficult. You should be able to figure out who I am. But I'm not going to tell you, mate. Unfortunately, I can't. Because the amount of time that, you know, it takes me a couple of hours to come out and do my videos. And then by the time I edit and cut them, it's another 3 or 4 hours. So it's 6 or 7 hours that I've wasted if you ring up and say that shouldn't be on there, take it down.
I mean,
so...
So my title is I'm health and safety at Eden. So there's a number of other people that would potentially have issues. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
So you know, there is the security element that you've picked up on already, because we do have a lot of interest with the security forces, in a sense, the police. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're doing it from outside, I can't really stop you doing that. If you're going around the perimeter, I can't really stop you doing that.
I'm not going to be down at 10 metres filming people, or that's not what I'm here for, mate. You can rest assured that I'm not going to be doing that.
Okay.
I could, legally I could. Morally, it's a bit different. I don't want to be filming children
that would do that,
and
there's no point in doing that. You know,
well, no, there isn't, and
isn't.
it would, apart from anything else, it would give me more negative comments on my videos saying, "Oh, what are you looking at kids for?" And you know, so it's just not worth it. But I'm here to look at the Eden project, not the people in there, buddy.
Okay, so listen, what we're saying then is, if you're flying, you're doing sort of a perimeter shot, really. That's what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Here.
Pretty much. I'm not going to be flying over the pit, mate. So don't panic.
Perimeter, not pit. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't stop you doing that.
Awesome.
No, I don't think any of us can stop you doing
What?
that. Really, so.
Legally, no. But that's why I thought I would ring and just say, look,
Thank you for doing that.
I want to take the drone
I
up.
really appreciate it.
Because I could have just come here and turned up and put the drone up without saying anything.
Chasing fire, trying to find where it's coming from.
Exactly. You'd have had the whole force out driving around the perimeter looking for me. But I mean, I like I said, I've got nothing to hide, mate. I'm not here to do anything bad or negative to the Eden project.
Right.
So yeah, I thought I'd drop you a line and say I'm here. Please don't get too concerned.
Thank you very much for coming to or speaking to us, reading that and seeing it. That's really good of you.
Yeah, that's all right, mate.
So,
no
yeah,
worries.
Like I say, if you don't mind, perimeter, not over the pit, please. That's
yeah, that's
like
right.
isn't it, really?
I will stay clear of the pit, but just so that it's clear on the video, if I wanted to, I could fly over the pit legally. I could, but that's just for the video, because people get funny if I don't really point out. You know, I could if I really wanted to. I could, but like I said, it's going to cause you a lot of hassle, and it's going to cause me more hassle because you'll be out here saying you're not supposed to be over there, and so it's just not worth it, mate. But
okay, mate. Well, thank you very much.
No worries,
Nice
buddy.
to see you.
I shall leave you to get back
ya.
on with your job again. Thank you very much, sir. Take it easy. Right, that's it, everyone. We've got the go-ahead. I did say that I wasn't going to fly over the pit, as you quite clearly heard. Yes, I know I could. I'm not here to cause any hassle to anyone or cause any problems. I am here because I think the Eden project is going to make a superb drone video. I do genuinely believe that. So I will just get everything set up. I've got everything almost ready. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to be able to see from here, because it's a hell of a long way from the main entrance down to the pit. If I go 120 metres straight up, I may well be able to see. I will show you on drone assist a minute whilst I remember, because it's like I said to the young lady Ashley that I spoke to in there earlier on. I have checked, and as you can see, there I am. And there is some health, safety, security boxes there, the orange boxes, the rainforest and the zip wire look. Yellow zones indicate regions where operation of your drone may raise security, privacy or safety concerns. And I can understand why, because there is people in there, there's lots of members of the public walking around. So again, that's another reason why I said that I wouldn't fly directly over the biomes. It is a health and safety concern. Right. Recording, and up we go. Trying to get in a slightly better position, but there's lots of cars coming, so I can't get over the road a minute. There we go. That's it, perfect. Right, there is a huge amount of car parks. This one here isn't actually officially a car park. I think that may well be, there's a nursery and a nursery and reception class here. And I think that may well be there, which is why I haven't zoomed in on it and got too close to show you.
Max altitude reached.
Right, so I'm at 120 meters. So I'm just going to fly over to the first car park there now. Right. All of these car parks are all named after fruit. You've got lemon, strawberry, apple, banana, kiwi. There is a bus service every so many minutes. There's a bus that will turn up. We've got some nice greenhouses there. I didn't actually know that they were there. I have been to the Eden project a few times, so I sort of know what I'm looking at. Yeah, and as we can see now, we're coming from the concrete car parks into the grass car parks. And we've got glamping there and pods by the look of it. I'm not sure whether they are glamping pods. And there, as we can see, is the main bulk of the Eden project. Now this, right at the front here, we've got the rainforest biome. The biome that's slightly further back with 1, 2, 3, 4 covers is the Mediterranean biome. I think the rainforest biome is slightly bigger than the Mediterranean one. It certainly seems bigger when you're walking around inside it. And then we've got that stage there. Now that building there is where the Eden sessions take place. They've had some huge names down here. I'm trying to think of some of the bigger names that have been down here, but they slip my mind at the moment. But the Eden sessions are quite big. They do have some grade A list, top quality artists that come down and do the Eden sessions. So yeah, that's possibly what we're going to be able to see from here, I think. I mean, there's lots more car parks. There's another car park there. There's another car park there. And there is actually a couple more car parks that you can't actually see well, you can kind of see them. But yeah, I think there's 10, 12 maybe car parks here. So yeah, this is a big old site, this is. And what a superb picture, which I will just take one of. There we go. Right. I think
max altitude reached.
That is possibly going to be everything that I can see from this side of the Eden project. So what I should have to do now is get my drone back and I'm going to have to change position. There is a slightly closer road that probably runs down this side somewhere. So yeah, I'm going to try and move and get a little bit closer to the biomes so that I can get some good shots of the biomes. I will put the link to the Eden project in here somewhere along the lines, or I'll put it in the description of the video so that you can always go and have a look at the Eden project. It is a very, very good website. I will say that for them. The website is quite incredible. So yeah, I'll get my drone back a minute.
Landing.
Right, and there we go. So that's the first section of the Eden project done. So what I now need to do is move around to the next location, and I should be able to get some superb shots of the biomes. Hello everybody, and welcome back. We're now at the second entrance, I suppose you would call it, to the Eden project. This is where the hang loose adventure is. This is the zip line that actually goes down over the, you can see the zip line at the, I will get a little bit closer, but I don't actually want to go on there. So yeah, I don't know whether you can see the zip line there or not, but it is there. Not sure whether it's open today. It doesn't actually look like it is, unless they've stopped it because I'm flying. They may have stopped it because of health and safety reasons whilst the drone's up. It is possible. I know that, I think it was DJE Media went not too long ago, was it Thorpe Park that he did, and he had some problems with the rides being stopped whilst he was flying, which kind of defeats the object of putting the drone up, because you want the machines operating really. But yeah, I'm just going to get the drone and everything ready in a minute and able to take off. This is obviously the same location still, so I know that drone assist is clear. So I'm not going to show you drone assist again. But yeah, this is, I think this may be one of 3 entrances. There may even be 4 entrances to the Eden project, but I know I've only ever found 3.
Home point updated.
Right. we can take off.
Take off. Home point updated.
Record. And up we go. Right, my plan is 45 metres, there we go, 45 metres above. And as you can see, I am right over the hang loose, but I am well up above. I'm 45 metres up above the... Right, now we can see the biomes. That's a bit better, isn't it? Right, now as you can see, they're all automatically vented. I think they're on thermometer sensors, so when it gets too hot they open and shut the vents themselves. So yeah, this is the rainforest biome. Let's bring it around this way. I do want to try and keep above the tree line if I can. I did say that I would stay around the perimeter. I know that I don't have to stay around the perimeter, then I could fly over. But yeah, it's just not worth the hassle. There's the Mediterranean biome. There's a restaurant in there that does pasta and bits and pieces, which is quite nice. You go and sit down there and you can have a coffee or whatever, and there's little birds flying around in there, and they'll come and take stuff off your table, and, well, you know, crumbs off your table. They're not seagulls that will come and sweep down and take your old pasty. I think up there is the reception area. They've also got a banquet room, a function room. They do weddings and that kind of thing. I'm not sure how much they cost or anything, but I'm sure that if you click the link in the description for Eden Project, you will be able to find something if you were interested. So yeah, that's a much closer picture of the stage. That is a stage. Everybody sits down in that little concrete section there. When it's not being used as a stage, it sort of depends on the time of year. There's an ice skating rink that goes in there over the Christmas period. They do lots of children's stuff at school holidays, half terms. Summer holidays, that kind of, there's always something going on with for the kids down here. Huge amount of walks, lots and lots of walks that you can do all around the place, and there's lots and lots of little hidden sculptures and things like that. It is worth a trip to the Eden Project if you're ever in Cornwall. It is worth it. It is quite expensive, but I definitely think it's worth the experience of doing if you do happen to come down to Cornwall on holiday. or as a local if you live in Cornwall. I think you can get locals passes to a certain extent. I think it would be PL something around here, and I think it's probably PL postcodes and TR postcodes, Tango Romeo postcodes. I would imagine, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's try and get a photo of that. I'll come back out a little bit further and see if I can get a proper shot. Well, I think that may well be it, guys. So I think it's possibly done for this video. Can't really see anything else that's of much interest there. I can't remember the gentleman's name that I spoke to, but he was a nice enough guy. I think he probably knew the drone laws well enough, because he did say if you're out in public there's not a lot that I can do about you flying. They were really concerned about me flying over the biomes.
Landing.
Which I did say that I wouldn't do, and therefore I didn't. But yeah, I think that's probably it, guys. Please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you do subscribe and you hit the bell icon, that will notify you every time I upload a new video onto YouTube. So if you want to be one of the first to watch it, hit the bell icon, guys. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you on the next one.